Hi, I'm Lisa, and I'd like to welcome you to Miss Lisa's Learning Hub. Today we're going to be talking about prepositions and prepositional phrases. First of all, what's a preposition? A preposition shows the relationship of a noun or a pronoun to another word in the sentence. Here are some common prepositions. Now, this is not a list of all of them, but this is some of the most common, so let's take a look at them. We have at, by, for, from, in, of, on, to, with, about, above, below, under, up, through, behind, after, across, during, between, off, into, until, and around. Now remember, this is some of the most common. There are others. So this might be a good list for you to kind of look at and not memorize, but just familiarize yourself with it. All right, let's look at an example of finding the preposition in a sentence. I went to the store. In this sentence, we know that I is the subject because it's who or what the sentence is about. Went is the verb, it's an action, something you can do. And to is the preposition. Okay? Now, a little bit more detailed. The prepositional phrase is a group of words that begin with a preposition and end with a noun or a pronoun. That's called the object of the preposition. All right, so in this sentence, back to it again. I went to the store. To is the preposition, and the preposition always begins the prepositional phrase. So this is the preposition, and this is the prepositional phrase. And we said it always ended with a noun or a pronoun that's going to be describing the object. So where did we go? The store. All right. The phrase gives information about time, place, direction, cause, or matter. You don't really have to think about that too frequently, but if you're trying to pick out the object of the preposition, that might be helpful. All right, another sample sentence. The cat hid under the bed. Let's look at that sentence. Can you find the preposition in this sentence? Look at the sentence, and look at your list up here, and see if you see any of those words that could be the preposition. Did you find it? Yes, if you found the word under, you would be correct. So under is the preposition. Every prepositional phrase starts with the preposition. So now we have to look for the phrase after it. So here is the phrase, it's the preposition, under the bed. And this word is the object of the preposition. All right, let's practice some of that. All right, in this first three sentences, we want to just find the preposition and underline it. So I know I hit some of these, but I'll pick it up if we need to. All right, number one, the dog slept in my bed. Take a peek at your list, and I think you might be able to see the preposition. It's visible even with this down. Did you find it? All right, yes, preposition is going to be in. And that's all we're doing in this part is finding the preposition. We walked across the street. Can you find the preposition? Take a peek at the common prepositions. You see it? If you said across, you would be correct. All right, and finally, the ball rolled into the corner. Do you see the preposition? Look at your list. Yes, if you said into, you would be correct. All right, in this series of examples, we want to circle the preposition and underline the prepositional phrase. So, let's get a little more detailed. The book is on the top shelf. Do you see the preposition first? Look at the list. You found it? Yes. All right, so we're going to circle the preposition. Remember, the prepositional phrase is after it. So, prepositional phrase, on the top shelf, with shelf being the noun in the sentence, so that is our object of the preposition. All right, moving on to the next page. Now, pages are kind of sticking together a little bit. All right, same thing. We're going to circle the preposition, underline the object. We had a picnic at the park. Do you see the preposition? Anywhere in here. All right, if you said at, you'd be correct. So we're going to circle this. Remember, the prepositional phrase comes next, starting with this. So what is our prepositional phrase? Yes. at the park, and park is going to be the object of the preposition. And again, this would be our noun. All right, the letter came from my cousin. Do you see the preposition in this sentence? Take a minute. Yes, from. Prepositional phrase is after it, so prepositional phrase is going to be yes, from my cousin, with cousin being the object of the preposition and the noun in the sentence. All right, for the last few sentences, we're going to use the word to, in, with, under, or by, all prepositions, to fill in the sentences correctly. All right, the cookies are blank the jar. Are the cookies to the jar, in the jar, with the jar, under the jar, by the jar? What do you think? Okay, if you said in the jar, that would be correct. So we know we use that one. The cat is hiding blank the sofa, to the sofa, with the sofa, under the sofa, by the sofa. If you have a cat, you know that they love to hide under the sofa. Good job. All right, moving on. My cat always hides under the sofa, usually with just her head and the tail out, but somehow she thinks I can't see her. All right. She painted the picture blank a brush, to a brush, in a brush, with a brush, under a brush, or by a brush. Which one do you think? Yes, with. And these are all prepositions that we're filling in the blanks with. I went blank the library to study, to the library, in the library, with the library, under the library, by the library. Yes, you went to the library. And lastly, we sat blank the fire, to the fire. Oh, we didn't sit in the fire, with the fire, under the fire, or by the fire. Yes, by. All right, so guys, our preposition here is with, and let's find the phrase, with a brush. Here the preposition is to the library, and look, we even have another prepositional phrase here, to study. And we sat by the fire. All right, that is our lesson today on prepositions. If you enjoyed this lesson and found it helpful, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.